Hey, what is up, everybody? Broman here, and I am excited to bring you a brand new topic to my channel. This is also going to mark the beginning of a brand new series for me as well that I will explain in greater detail at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around if you want to learn more about that. But without further ado, I would like to formally introduce you guys to a YouTuber named Stinky Cash. You see, Mr. Cash believes that the Earth is flat, that space is a hoax, and that gravity doesn't even exist. But these ideas are not unique to him. You see, he's part of a growing community of flat earthers who all believe similarly ridiculous things. Their ideology is filled with pseudoscience, unfounded conspiracy theories, and circular logic that will make your head spin. So I have decided that I no longer want to sit back while this type of ignorance spreads across the globe. So today, in the name of science, we're going to watch one of this gentleman's videos together, and I'm going to break it down for you. The video is titled, Proof Globetards Are Brainwashed. Do you guys think he has proof? It's a pretty confident title. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, Stinky Cash here. I know I've been away for a while. Haven't made a video in a very long time. Sorry about that. But it's stressful, man. It's stressful dealing with all these fucking trolls.
You know, it's ironic that you think the word troll applies to anyone but yourself in this scenario.
All these Spara agents attacking you all the time, gaslighting you, making you question your sanity. It's tough, man. I have to admit it. It's tough.
Wait. Did you mean you were starting to doubt your beliefs? Because in this context, you questioning your sanity would actually bring you closer to real sanity, which I think is a win for everybody. If you think about it.
That's why I turned commenting off of my channel for a long time. That's why I deleted probably 60 to 70% of my content just to stop the trolls and the comments from coming in, and that's why I've been trying to lull myself back to sleep for probably like the last year or so, and not.
See, this really just sounds like you're desperately hiding from truth. What was overwhelming about it? The number of people commenting, or was it the sheer amount of questions that your model is incapable of answering? I'd put money on the latter.
The last year or so, and not focus on this stuff and just focus on living my life to the best of my ability, and you know, creating a life for myself, some financial security, maybe some property, maybe a wife and some kids. You know, I've been focusing on that. But no matter how hard you try, you know, once you wake up, once you escape the matrix, you cannot plug yourself back in no matter how hard you try. And
I promise you it's not that hard. All you have to do is take your echo chamber ideology, replace it with objective reasoning and basic understanding of physics. Problem solved. Problem solved.
I don't know what it is lately. Maybe it's the alignment of the stars, or, you know, I just had my 29th and a half birthday. So that's my return of Saturn. I don't know if you know anything about astrology or what they call the return of Saturn, but basically it takes Saturn roughly 29 and a half years to return to the same position in the sky as the day you were born, and a lot of life changes and pivotal moments happen in that time. And I'm going through that window. My half birthday was November 19th. So basically, like around then till about right now, and I'll be 30 in May. I'm going through my return of Saturn. I could feel it. I don't know what it is.
I don't even have sarcasm for this. You cannot convince people that countless pieces of evidence mean nothing because you subjectively feel something inside you. This is one of the biggest problems I have with the flat earth community in general. You constantly attack people for not understanding what you would call science, or for not being able to provide proof that you would find acceptable, but then you proceed to make dozens of unsubstantiated claims with ad hoc explanations at best that are based entirely on confirmation bias and circular logic. How do you not see a problem with this?
But I decided I was going to make a video today because I want to talk about the flat earth.
Oh, you're finally going to get the flat earth? Proceed, Mr. Cash.
And, of course, without the flat earth, astrology wouldn't even be a real thing, but astrology is a real thing. Those stars and those wandering stars and all those heavenly bodies above us, they have some weird kind of control and effect over who we are and who we become, and the moods we're in. And it's crazy how predetermined some of it is. It is crazy how accurate astrology can be at times. And it's like, why even bother play the game? It's like, this shit is so predetermined. It's almost scary.
Or not. I guess more astrology. But I do want to point out that this is a great example of what I just said earlier. You make bold claims like astrology is of course real, but then you provide no evidence outside of your own personal anecdotal experience. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for the scientific community, and it's a problem for anybody with basic reasoning abilities.
It's going to be interesting. But yeah, today I want to talk about the flat earth.
Don't lie to me, Cash. I trusted you last time. Fool me once.
And am I going to prove today that the earth is flat?
I would feel really confident betting on no.
No.
I didn't need your help, okay? I had it covered. You saw it. I said it first.
Am I going to prove that the earth is a globe today? No. But what I am going to be able to do in this video, and this is nothing new, we've talked about this in the past, but I want to reiterate this because it is important and it needs to be talked about, because a lot of times when I respond to the commenters on my YouTube channel, they ignore this. They ignore talking about this every single time, but it is a fact of reality.
Ooh, careful. I don't think the word fact is part of your active vocabulary. Or reality, for that matter.
So, I'm not going to prove the flat earth today. I'm not going to prove a globe earth. What I am going to prove is that people who believe in the globe are severely brainwashed.
For your sake, I certainly hope so.
And let me explain what I'm talking about. On a flat earth, the horizon is flat, correct? The horizon is flat. It's at eye level of the observer. It's due to perspective, okay? The horizon, or in art, is known as the eye level. It always is at the eye level of the observer. It's where the lines above you and the lines below you will converge, okay? It's about perspective. So,
okay, I'm with you so far.
So the horizon on the flat earth is flat, and it is 360 degrees surrounding the observer. So if you stand and you're looking out, if you're on a boat, say in the middle of the ocean, and you're looking out at the horizon, you're going to see a flat line. And if you start to spin in a circle, you're going to see that flat line surround you 360 degrees. Now on a globe, the higher you go up, the further down you would have to look to see the horizon. Although the horizon would still be flat. It would still be a straight line. And it would still surround you 360 degrees. Because if you're on the ball and you're under the laws of gravity and relativity and all that nonsense, you always feel upright. You always feel like you are on top of the ball. The earth is always beneath you. So the horizon is always an equal distance away from you in all directions.
Wow, I am very proud of you. You are the first flat earther I have ever heard who understands and recognizes this principle. But I want you to be careful. Really think about this, because what you've just done is discredited a vast majority of your entire community with this single piece of information. Flat earthers who base a majority of their beliefs and arguments on the fact that you cannot see a curve. I just wanted to make sure you understood that. But you are correct, since you can essentially see at the same distance in all directions. In a 360-degree field around you, the horizon of Earth will always appear flat. This will not change until you move far enough away from the planet so that from your perspective, you can see a larger percentage of the Earth's surface in one direction relative to your position. You know, it's too bad that we don't have something that could take a picture of the Earth from that far away. All right, we do.
The only difference between the flat earth horizon and the ball horizon is that the higher you go on a ball, the further down you have to look to see the horizon. The horizon would constantly fall. But on the flat earth, the horizon remains at eye level. And ironically, in reality, the horizon always remains at eye level. So,
you know, for somebody who talks about perspective all the time, you really don't understand how it works, do you? You see, as many people have tried to explain to the flat earth community, the earth is massive. It is larger than you can possibly wrap your head around. The graphic that you show for your argument is thousands of times smaller than the actual earth. What you're failing to understand is that because of Earth's massive size, much like your flat Earth model, the higher that you rise up into Earth's atmosphere, the further the horizon will seem to extend out in all directions from you while still appearing to meet your eye line. This happens because you can see further along the curve as your eye level rises. This will continue to happen until your perspective horizon line meets the point at which the Earth's curve continues at a 90-degree angle away from you. It is at this point that the horizon will no longer stretch out before you and the point at which Earth's curvature will become immediately obvious. Only then will it appear to drop off below you, and for all intents and purposes, the horizon would no longer be the horizon to you. You would simply just be looking at Earth at this point.
What does that tell you? So, when you're debating globetards, and they tell you that they can see the curve, or they say, huh, I guess you've never been on an airplane because you could see the curve from an airplane.
Ironically, I've never met anybody who makes an argument like this except flat earthers. And the funniest part about it is that while you think this realization is integral to your quest to discredit the globe Earth or people who accept the globe model, like I already mentioned, all you've really done is discredit thousands of flat earthers who all make the same argument that the Earth must be flat because you cannot see a curve. Where's the curve? If we live on a spinning ball, wouldn't there be a curve somewhere? I've seen it. You guys make snide remarks in all of your videos every time there's a picture in it showing a flat horizon. See, but now there's a problem, because you and I have clearly just explained why a horizon would look flat on a globe Earth, and why. I don't think I've ever seen anybody dismantle their own argument in such spectacular fashion before, so thank you, Sir Cash, I am in your debt. But I do have the same counter for you, one that many people have brought up. If we live on a flat Earth, where is the dome? Where's the edge? There's not a single flat earther who's also a pilot that could fly you up to the firmament so you could snap one photo of it? Not one? I won't hold my breath.
Now picture this. If you were on a water tower and this is what you were looking at and you were seeing the horizon curved like this, continue the horizon. There's no horizon behind you. So do you understand that even on a globe, you would never observe curvature in this fashion?
Yes, we do, Mr. Cash. Yes, we do. I'm really disappointed. Part of me thought you might actually have proof. I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there because all he does is spend the rest of the video describing how wide lens and fisheye cameras work. He insists that only he can understand, and really it's all just more of the same nonsense. Instead of proof, you find fairy tales and anecdote. And that's it. So as promised, I am going to give you guys a quick explanation here. I want to do an entire series in the same vein as this video, but I don't just want to cover flat Earth. I want to cover conspiracy theories, things that people think are true that aren't, and just in general crazy ideas that people have. So if there's a topic that you want me to cover, or if there's a person you want me to see, or a video you want me to watch, feel free to comment down below. Also, tell me what you think. Do you think his argument about perspective was compelling? Or do you think it was nonsense? Anyway, if you enjoyed what you just saw, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this in the future, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.